Hello, YouTube. It has been a while since I've made a video. Um, I'm not sure who would be watching, but I have a very long tale to tell you guys. So long ago, you've all have seen me do a live stream where I was with a guy who I thought was a real man, but turns out he was just a mentally ill, toxic boy who was miserable and I guess was unhappy with the relationship. So it all started last year in April 30th, the day he asked me out. And from that point, we were fine. We were happy together. And after that, things went down and I accidentally got pregnant, which I didn't know. So, but I kind of sensed something was wrong with me because I was like eating all the time. I was hungry a lot and I was moody a lot. And I know this is something hard for me to talk about, especially about being in a 9-month relationship with him. But in the beginning, he was a laid back guy. He was a sweetheart in the beginning, but in the middle of August, when I moved out of my mom's, started living with Jonah, things started to get dark, especially around the fall time and winter. I guess you could say what really hurt me the most was that he was just he was starting to be unfaithful. Like he started to become this whole different person that I didn't really know. Like he would get mad when I asked him for cuddles or snuggles, and he wouldn't hold me in bed like he used to. And I was just getting so upset, and I was like, that's weird for him to not cuddle me when we're sleeping. And turns out his mother told me that he was unhappy. But his mother knows that I've never done anything wrong to him. But yet he accused me of talking sexual to other guys over the internet when I wasn't. I was actually loyal to him. So, but I'm not going to lie. I loved him. I did. I did the best I could to make him happy. I let him do whatever he liked to do. I let him go to the comic book shop. Yes, I tagged along, but I got on the internet to talk to my friends. But he met someone behind my back, and it was a black woman. She's bigger than me. She's chubbier than me. She's fat. Her name's Tia. And when I found out that he was talking to her, my heart broke automatically. I could already tell my heart was breaking already because every time I try to cuddle him or snuggle him, he'd scoot away and I'd be like, who are you talking to? Like, why are you on your phone all the time texting? And he's like, oh, just stop. You're being jealous. She's just a friend. And she tried to say um that she backed off. No, she was flirting with Jonah at work behind my back while we was together. Both of them were, and I just couldn't believe it. I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to believe the fact that Jonah was cheating on me. And I guess that's why I didn't break up with him in January because I'm the kind of person that doesn't want to hear the truth about someone who's hurting me. I mean, he's really an actor. He really put on a good act in front of me, making me believe he was this good guy and telling me that he was going to get me a ring and like marry me and make promises. And not to mention we lost our first child that we had together. But to be honest, I would have kept the baby, but not him. Because if I still had that baby would have been the greatest love instead of him. Try not to get emotional, but when single mothers are pregnant and they, have a baby from another man who leaves them, the mother learns that love from raising her own child. And I just wish my body didn't reject the baby. I really wanted to keep that baby. I don't care no matter how much the cost was to get diapers or bottles or clothes, but part of me really wanted to keep that baby, but I couldn't stop my body from rejecting it. My body was already killing it. And God says everything happens for a reason. So, but I mean, I did have a talk with Jonah the day we broke up. I was like, Jonah, if I was still pregnant, you would already leave me. And he's like, no, I wouldn't, but I knew he was lying. His face, those expressions. I just can't believe I believed someone for 9 months and let them take my virginity because I thought he was the one. I really did. And sometimes I hate missing him. I do. It just sucks. I hate it. And I'm trying to get myself back out there again, talking to people, meeting other new people and like, but this girl won't be in a relationship for a while. I don't want one. I just want friends, someone to talk to, who's kind, nice, and gentle. But I don't know if Jonah subscribed to my channel or not, but I don't care if he would see this or not. Either way, this is public. It's all over YouTube. So he's probably going to see it either way, which I don't care. And I told him straight up, I said, after what you pulled on me, I don't want you back. No, there's no more chances. I don't know why I was stupid to him when I was freaking crying that night to him in the bathroom saying I would give him another chance. No. And part of me, to be honest, I lied to him when I told him I was happy with him. I was unhappy with him because I found out he was cheating on me. But I lied to him and say, "Oh, I'm happy with you because you're special and I love you." And he kept asking, why do you love me? And like, I just like who asked that? Who just asked that? Like, what person says, "Why do you love me?" He's the first ex to say that out of all my other exes. Like, I don't know what I saw in him. I guess I thought I could see someone. I thought his heart was good. That's what I saw in him. He had a good heart, but the rest of him was just toxic. And he almost broke my hand. This hand. I'll never forget that pain when he squeezed it real hard. Never. And yeah, I kind of went a little bit too far with my pocket knife. I tore up some of his stuff because he hurt me. How the hell am I supposed to deal with a broken heart? I'm going through like emotions, and it was, to be honest, I really wanted to go back home to my mom's, and I am back home at my mom's. I have my own room again, as you all can see, my own room again. And I've gained weight a little bit, but I hope to lose that weight the more I walk to work now. I just got my job back, so I'm really happy about that. But I'm happy to be single, but what sucks is carrying memories in your brain from him. From, it like sometimes I see him in my dreams. I don't know why he appears in my dreams. I mean, I don't even think about him, and he appears in my dreams sometimes. And I did have a dream about him while still living there after we broke up. Like, I had a dream that his girlfriend Tia was treating him bad and he was miserable and he got into drugs and he had his black hoodie over him. He was huddled into the corner and he didn't look the same. His face was different. Everything was about him different. And I just stood there maybe about good 10 or 15 minutes in the dream and I was like, what's wrong? He wouldn't tell me. All I heard was silence for 5 minutes. I crouched down and looked at him in the eyes and I said, what is wrong? And he said, I'm miserable. And then that's where the dream ended. So I don't know what that dream meant, but either way, he's miserable. And he made the choice to leave me for another woman he barely even knows. And he tried to say that they had much more in common than what we did, me and him. It doesn't matter if you have things in common with someone or not. I respected him, I treated him well, I loved him. I did the best I could. And I felt like he torn me apart, broke me down, made me feel like I was nothing to him. I'm not saying I'm lonely, but sometimes I get that feeling. Sometimes I used to cry myself to sleep. Sometimes I still do that. But it's life. It goes on. And I hope to get back to feeling like myself again. Walking every day, just enjoying the nature, not being stuck in the country no more, just trying to enjoy life. Life is too fast. I'm 20 years old. I'm going to be 21 this year. I mean, it's already February. It's about to be March real soon. We're getting old. It's crazy. I can only remember when I was 13 and now I'm 20. And yes, I'm really scared to be out on my own. I'm scared to live in my own apartment. I'm scared to pay my own bills. It's really scary out there in the world. And I just don't think I'm not ready to leave yet. I hope my mom can understand that. I don't care if my stepdad gets mad of how long I stay here. I'm just not. I know, I have to be a big girl and move out someday. But Shayna always said I could come back home to her house if I ever wanted to move out again. So, but it's hard coming into her house because that's where me and Jonah had memories at, was that house. I don't I don't like him, but I still love Shayna, his mother, Frankie, Ben, Cross, and Ava. I still miss everybody, but I don't miss Jonah. I don't know who's watching, but hello, probably Toby or someone. But yeah, part of me wishes I still could have kept that baby because that baby would have been raised right, and I would not teach it to be like Jonah because Jonah is acting like his father, Eddie. Eddie was a horrible man to Shayna when they dated in high school. Treated her bad like how Jonah treated me. And now I know her pain. Shayna doesn't even barely know her own son anymore from the way he's acting. He thinks he's grown, but he's still living at the house. He was supposed to move out with Tia in their own hotel, but her dad couldn't afford it, so Tia's sleeping in her car, but Tia's not welcome over to Ava's or Shayna's house. Their family, Shayna's family, loves me more than Tia. They don't like Tia at all. They liked me and loved me because they were there for me the whole time. I mean, I've never had a family showed me so much love before. My family shows me love, but I've never had another family take me in and show me love. Even though I always thought I wasn't good enough for anybody, but I was good enough for them and for my family. I just hope to see them again real soon. I miss everybody. I miss Frankie. I miss Cross. I miss Shayna and Ben and Eva. I also miss my cat. That cat would make me feel better. He'd come in here and jump on the bed, and he used to sit in my lap, and I just pet him. I miss my cat. I wish I could have took my cat, but my mom and my stepdad are allergic to cats. So, and every time I walk into that closet, I smell my cat. Even though some of my stuff smells like cat litter from the smell over the house, but sometimes I smell my cat. And it makes me want to cry. So, anyway, I'm going to get off this live stream. That was my story. I'm happy to be back home. And I'm happy I got my job back and my life is coming back together again. So, thank you all for watching. You all have a good night and just get some sleep. You all need it. All right. I am Bree Purcell. And you guys have a good night. See ya.